Hello, today I would be doing a review on the Genisys Touch made by OTC. This is the answer to Snap-on's virus. A lot of people call it the virus because they have a lot of issues with it. But with this, the screen's almost about the same. This is just comparing to the virus. It's a lot lighter and thinner. But again, the Varus has a new unit out with the Varus Pro. It's supposed to be, I believe, 33% lighter or 44. But this looks very durable. You know, the screen is a 10-inch screen, just like the Varus, but it is not responsive like say, an iPad. You know, it doesn't have multi-touch. Where you can zoom in, zoom out of the browser. It's sometimes it doesn't respond as good. Right now I have it hooked up wirelessly. Let me see. That's the unit it comes with, and I have it wirelessly. This is the unit it comes with, the VCI. So you could actually do some reprogramming, but you cannot reprogram with the Genisys Touch itself. You have to still connect it to a laptop. Right now it's wireless, so let's go into a vehicle. Let's just run data stream. See, at times this doesn't even connect or read any PIDs. That's the issue I have with it. But if you go right here, you could actually go into the engine. See, it takes a while. Then data stream, and you could kind of see the graph or the PIDs. You could record it. At times it takes a long time. That's one thing I don't like about the unit. I see that when I connect it with the Varus, I'm comparing to the Varus because I had the Varus for 3 years compared to this. See, it takes a while. So if you, let's just say I wanted to graph that, you know, the graphing is fairly slow, but you know, it's there. I find this Genisys Touch more user friendly than anything. This is more else for, I recommend it for the beginner technician. It does not come with a lab scope. You would actually have to buy a tech scope from OTC itself. The updates are very fast through here. You update it, you know, through Wi-Fi. It's, see right here, if you press the Wi-Fi if you want to connect to Wi-Fi. This if you want to connect to the VCI. You know, it has special tests that you could do. At times I found that the bi-directional controls did not work at all. You know, some things worked, some things didn't. You know, like say it had an injector test. Injector number 1. Let's continue. Let's just start it. See, OTC is going to have to update to correct this. Because right now I'm doing this out of the box, checking things. And see, they have video libraries to show, you know, the beginner how to do certain things like the ECT test, charging system tests, you know, quick 1-minute videos just to show you how to do it. And you know, it has a lot of information in there, you know, like the PCM pins, transmission pan ID, tune-up specs, you know, like if you don't want to go back and forth to on demand, this is a great scanner. See, you want to know what kind of transmission, you know, you want to ID the oil pan, transmission oil pan. You know, there's diagrams for it. You want to look up tune-up specs. Everything's here. You know, the firing order. It's overall, it's an okay scan tool. Being the fact half of the things work, half of the things don't. You know, and I was very excited about this scan tool. And I even called OTC's customer service, and I would say they're one of the worst customer service I have ever dealt with. You know, and the browser is fairly fast. They have like basically shortcuts like to IATN, to Identifix, Mitchell, all data. You know, let's just go to Identifix. It's fairly fast, depending on your Wi-Fi. See, sometimes it doesn't respond. That's one of the cons about this scan tool. And if I was to give it a score, I would probably give it a 2.5 out of 5. And there's a lot of potential in this scan tool. And being the fact that some of the things worked and some of the things didn't, was very frustrating. See, you know, like with the airbag, sometimes you can get in the airbag system and sometimes you can't, and sometimes it just takes a long time to get in. See how I just pressed it? Now I gotta press it again. Now I'm able to get into it and read maybe some diagnostic trouble codes. This is great part of it. It's wireless, but this is not running on a Windows software, you know, like XP or Windows 7. It's running off its own software. That's probably the downside of this, but it's very simple and user-friendly. Simple to get into, but if you're looking at something fast to get in and get out of trouble codes, this isn't the unit. And see how the scope has a lock on it? You need to purchase a separate unit, which is the tech scope made by OTC. That's the downside, you know, where else the Verus is included already, you know. So I love this scope. You know, the Verus does have a very good lab scope. I can't knock that. But for this scope, it has a lot of information. Bidirectional controls aren't that great. It does come with a VCI unit, so you're able to reprogram, but you can't reprogram with the Genisys Touch unit itself. You know, I thought you were able to, and then I found out you needed a laptop. And being the fact that the touch screen wasn't too responsive, I wasn't happy with that. It seemed like this is supposed to be a dual core processor, and it seems pretty slow. So, you know, they have a lot of information. That's the great part. But again, you could use a laptop and find out all your go on Mitchell and find it all out. But this is like putting it all in there, user friendly. So, you don't know how to reset the oil light. It tells you how to. See? Quick, easy. But if it worked good, I would have been happy with it. But unfortunately, for you guys thinking about it, it's up to you. If you're in the beginner entry tech, I would probably recommend this, you know, opposed to the Verus. Again, this is cheaper, and it comes with a VCI unit. But if you're more of, you know, let's say, more tech savvy, and you want more out of your scan tool, the Verus is probably your best bet. Or even Auto Ingenuity, or even Launch. Launch is very fast. But this is not responsive. I was kind of disappointed of the unit. I've been using it for a while now, and impresses me here and there, but then disappoints me here and there. So this is a review. Again, it's 2.5 out of 5. I have to review it based on the unit now, not on future updates. It can be a better scan tool. Again, this just came out probably a month ago. No one has reviewed it, and here's my review. Hope you like it. If you need to ask me any questions, just feel free. Thank you.